People would know. Like Jack Doherty, he's lucky he ran off. They said he got his watch. He said it online because he streamed it. So we could talk about it.
Well, right, because he was streaming the whole time. That's why they knew where he was,
luckily,
right?
he got his watch. Because he said, yo, the guy was coming for my watch, but his friend said I got the change. Man, listen, niggas from New York would have been like, get the watch, too.
I know, right?
Chop his wrist off for the watch.
Right. He had a security guard, some 6'9" dude.
Bro, you think when people are coming for that Richard Mille, they care?
Well, yeah, he said
Stick-up kids know what the watch is now.
He started like the body.
What's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Tuto Woman. Today we got DJ Vlad and Tony Yayo back at it with another reaction video. Hit the like button, subscribe button. I ain't gonna talk out here off. Let's get straight to the video. No cap.
Your biggest chain, how much did it cost in your heyday? Because I know you don't really.
I
rock
would say
like
an 80 to 100 is a lot for me. So that chain right there look like it could be about $300-400.
Okay, you had a $100,000 chain.
Yeah, probably like 100. Yeah.
Was it which one was it?
I mean, I had so many chains, bro. I can't remember, but I could just tell you that's probably the most I spent. You know, but that chain right there looks like it could be about $300-400.
Yeah.
How many of those chains do you still have?
A couple.
Okay. Did you trade some in and?
Sometimes I trade shit in.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you a question. If you buy a chain,
if it's like an old style, like I got black diamonds, nobody's really
it's right.
wearing that
diamonds.
out.
Oh
but,
God.
You know.
And this is just because we push financial literacy on here.
Mm-hmm.
$100,000 chain that you buy from the jeweler. When it's time for you to sell it, how much are you getting?
100,000. If we talking gold,
if you bought it for 100, you go back to the same jeweler and say, "Listen, I want to trade this in."
Well, gold is up right now, so you get a good thing for the gold. But
right,
the
but
piece,
it's a custom chain.
The piece is custom. They will have to pluck out the diamonds or whatever.
Yeah, melt out
and
the gold.
And then maybe the gold is up.
Yeah.
So it depends.
Diamonds actually is down though. Do you know that?
I mean, I know gold is up. I didn't know
diamonds are on a 10-year low.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because synthetic diamonds are becoming like cheaper and more popular.
I didn't even know.
Diamonds, are on a 10-year low. People are just not buying diamonds like they used to.
Right.
But gold, you're right. Gold is at an all-time high.
I think because when it comes to the watches now, people like rather get the watches.
Yeah.
Plain Jane without that and keep the value on that. Like I think it's going more towards a watch era. Like people like watches more.
Facts.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Like not even if, when I get a big lump sum, you know what I'm saying, a real bag, I probably get a nice watch just starting out. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with a watch. And then if it's plain Jane, like it hit a little different. Not saying that you can't bust it down because everybody got their own money. You're gonna spend it how you want to spend it. You feel me? But just having a plain Jane watch that got some money on it, you know what I'm saying? Folks gonna respect that. No cap.
I agree.
Right.
I'm a watch guy.
Told you, be careful with that Richard Mille.
Well, let's talk about what happened with Jack Doherty.
Bro, he just fucking robbed me. They just took both my fucking chains, bro. Fuck, dog. James, what the fuck, bro?
They had a gun.
Where's yours?
Oh yeah.
Just recently on Rodeo Drive.
I'll tell you, LA is never safe, bro. LA was.
He said you had your gun. No, if you rocking some real ice, I don't even know if bro even got some real ice on. Who knows? But even if they synthetic, boy, you gotta keep the heat. That's like me walking around with an AP on and I ain't got no fire on me. You crazy?
Safe years ago when we used to go there. First time in LA, it was stuff going on, but it wasn't as crazy as it is now to me. You know what I mean? But the gangs do exist, and they will get you. They don't care where you at. Rodeo, Beverly Hills, they will get you if you get caught slipping. But you gotta understand, and now we got online, so a motherfucker knows if I see you with a Black Panther, Richard Mille, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's Audemars. And Audemars makes a Black Panther.
No, I think Richard Mille got a Black Panther. I think no,
it's Audemars.
Look it up. I think Richard Mille got a Black Panther too. Whatever, I might be wrong, might be right, but I think there's a Black Panther Richard Mille, but it might be Audemars.
If you're talking about this joint right here,
$290,000, $290,000, bro. $290,000, and just to put that in perspective, you can never get this watch if you was making $100,000 a year. Never, never. Like you gonna have to be doing something outside of work to get that. You feel me? 290 bands, bro. 290,000 on a watch. It's probably about it's probably about 3 tickets after the taxes and all the extra stuff. That is insane, fool. If I'm walking around with something like this, Yeah, I got the blick on me. Pop, my bro got the blick on him. Security got the blick on them. We all blicked up. It's a blick show. On God.
No, not that one.
It's not that.
Look up Richard Millie. No, that's not it. No. This goes back to that 15 grand rent we was talking about.
Nothing shows up.
Oh, I might be wrong.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait.
What?
Hold on.
No. This is
No?
concept art. Nope.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not a real one. I don't see. Hold on. What is this?
No Black Panther Richard Millie?
I mean, there's like a Black Richard Millie. They're calling the Black Panther, but it's not really Black Panther.
Oh, I thought
It's
that
just
was
a-
it.
No.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, you're thinking about the
Now
Audemars.
people know what
LeBron
the-
got one of those joints.
Now,
It's a hot watch.
now people would know. Like Jack Doherty, he's lucky he ran off. They said he got his watch. He said it online because he streamed it. So we could talk about it.
Well, right, because he
But-
was streaming the whole time. That's why they knew where he was,
But luckily
right?
he got his watch. Because he
He's
said,
tripping.
yo, the guy was coming for my watch, but his friend said I got the change. Man, listen, niggas from New York would have been like, get the watch too.
I know, right?
Chop his wrist off for the watch.
Right. He had a security guard, some 6'9" dude.
Bro, you think when people are coming for that Richard Millie, they care?
Well, yeah, he said
Stick up
that
kids know what the watch is now.
he started, like the bodyguard talked about it. He said, I started tussling with a guy, but then some other guy showed up and he had a gun. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's that. And
Ah.
you can't expect your bodyguard
You
to get
see
shot.
people getting robbed on Rodeo. It feel like LA don't got enough police for what's going on. That's how it feel when you get to LA. That's my opinion. Like you never trust LA. Like you just can't trust it wherever you at. You could be in the fucking Airbnb in Beverly Hills. You're not safe. That's been proven.
Facts.
You could be
Pop
at
Smoke.
fucking Roscoe's in the Blood one, the Crip one, the one in over here. You're not safe.
PNB Rock.
I told you
Yeah.
one time I went to the wrong neighborhood eating some Mexican food. Yo,
Trying
you
to do
know what I'm
something.
saying?
Well, no, listen, and to everyone watching this, if you really have $300,000 in jewelry, make sure that all of it is insured before you take it out of the house. If it's not insured, go to a bank, put it in a safety deposit box, wait until it's insured, then pull it out, and then you can wear it. Because listen, if it was insured, he'd be like, whatever, make a claim with my insurance company, not a big deal. If you had all your stuff insured, you wouldn't really be stressing that much over getting robbed. So my suggestion is if you have like a little Cartier
But this
$1,000 watch, whatever, who cares?
But this is the question, right?
What's the
Is
question?
the jewelry really worth the investment?
What do you mean?
Is it really worth the investment?
The investment meaning what?
At this point in life, is it really worth to invest in?
It's not really an investment. You don't invest in jewelry. You buy it because
No,
it's a
but what
place
I'm
to
saying is
somewhat park your
an
money.
investment. It's cool. You got watches and stuff, but it sometimes bring unwanted attention,
Correct.
right? And you could get killed for it, right?
Absolutely.
So is that really? This is the question that we ask young kids that's coming up, and if they make a couple of dollars and want an AP and a Rollie, and it's nice to have. I'm not saying I don't like nice things, but is it worth the investment?
Of getting it.
Because would you rather be fucking who got a lot of jewelry? Would you rather be have more chains than Slick Rick, or would you rather be J. Cole and have millions in the cut and ride a bike and nobody really want to kill you? Because riding the bike and not wearing the jewelry is kind of cool. When you really just think about it, think
Low-key,
about
though.
it.
Well, yeah.
He
But
ain't
if
lying.
you're Slick Rick, you're not riding a bike with all your jewelry on.
No, but Slick Rick has all the chains. I just use him as an
Yeah.
example. You know what I mean? I don't know who got more chains than Slick Rick, but what I'm saying is,
Got a lot of chains.
or would you rather be J. Cole that rides a bike and nobody wants to harm you if you don't buy it?
And I ain't gonna cap. I see where you're coming from, but I do believe it depends on how you portray yourself and what type of image that you got. You feel me? Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of successful business people, CEOs, executive CEOs, and project managers in New York that's making millions of dollars a year. I'm pretty sure they got APs. I'm pretty sure they got Patek's. You know what I'm saying? They probably got the Spider watch. They got everything. But they probably not getting robbed. I ain't gonna cap, because they in suit and ties and they probably going to work to the meetings with that on, but at the same time, they probably moving right too. Like they're not necessarily well known. Once you get well known and then you start flexing on the net, then that's when you start getting unwanted attention. If I'm on a stream and I'm live and I'm IRL streaming, I'm not finna IRL stream with an AP on. That's crazy. That's insane. Now, unless I'm streaming live and I got hella folks with me. I got the gang with me. I got security with me. And security got security. Like, we deep as hell. Like, okay, then, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I put it on. But if it's just me, some of my homies, and then one security guard, and I got an AP on, you at least gonna have to have a fire on you. And then even if it's 4-5 dudes robbing you, you cooked. You're done. You're cooked. So at the same time, you just gotta be responsible enough to know when to wear certain things and when not to, or pick certain days. So we're like, man, I ain't even got to put this on. Let me just put on nothing. Like right now, I ain't got on nothing. Look, white tee on. I got an old rag on. I didn't wash this shirt 3-4 times. It still fit good. On God, like no cap.
I feel that
just realistically.
Everything. Listen, I feel that when it comes to jewelry, there's a time and place for it, right? So I have jewelry, but I don't just wear it if I'm just hanging out.
But once you get to a certain status, do you feel like your face is a jewel? Do you even need jewelry at all?
Listen, I haven't worn my watches in a little bit, and it kind of doesn't make that big of a difference. I think it's just something you like. You know what I'm saying? Like when
Eminem, you never see people with jewelry. It's like
no, he had like that Rolex watch. It's all nuggeted
probably
out.
Gifted to him. Shout to Paul Rosenberg. Shout to everybody at
Nah,
Shade.
facts.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, it was probably gifted to him.
Yeah, no, you're right. He doesn't wear jewelry.
He's still Eminem. He walk outside. He going.
Well, 50 still wears jewelry.
He does, but he's still 50 cents. So they don't really need it.
But he still wears it. I don't think I've ever really seen.
He wears it, but he's aware of what it does and what it brings. Like everybody's aware of that. I told you told us that years ago when we got Jacobs. So for me, it's just like, is it worth it? What I'm asking you is, would you tell your children or kids that are younger you, is it really worth the investment? Because you'll buy a watch, can you invest that money into maybe a business?
A watch is not an investment. It's a place to park your money. It's not.
Vlad still ain't even
equivalent of buying
But
answering.
what
stock,
I'm saying
which
is
a piece of a company.
plenty of people got killed over jewelry. PNB Rock, rest in peace, Pop and Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
A lot of rappers got killed over jewelry. Let's be realistic.